with the Corolla or Camry, whatever the heck it is. I'm gonna be doing the front brakes today. Kind of don't want to do it, but if I just go off what I want to do, it's not gonna get done. So let's just go ahead and knock out these brakes. All right, I don't know where the attachment from my mic went, but we're just gonna rock without it because I just want to get it done. So first things first, we gotta remove these beautiful hubcaps that I spent too much money on. I don't know why hubcaps are so expensive, but take the hubcaps off, loosen up these lug nuts, and then get the car jacked up and rip these brakes off with no problems because I don't have time for problems. Also, another big reason why I'm just trying to get this done is because this is like the last big ticket item I think I have to tackle on this car. We did the catalytic converter yesterday, which wasn't the problem. We have new O2 sensors coming in the mail, but that'll be really easy. I think I'm just gonna try to replace the upstream one, and hopefully that'll get it done. And then we have these front brakes, and that's kind of the only big ticket things besides some small stuff like just detail, all that stuff. All right, looks like this will be pretty easy. Doesn't have the screw in the caliper, which is good. I don't have to worry about possibly stripping that out. But yeah, we just got the mounting bolts on the caliper and get those removed. I might put on some gloves because this car looks disgusting, and I don't want to be scrubbing grease off my hands for the next couple days. So then we'll get these pads in, and then obviously grease them up to get it done. Alright, looks like a size 14 for the bottom one. For the bottom. Actually wasn't that tight, which is mildly concerning. Bottom bolt of the caliper out. I usually just do that, and then I remove the two mounting bolts to the caliper. Both mounting bolts out. Now we can caliper off. Find a way to prop it up. Which I usually use my lug, what do you call this? Lug square, maybe? I don't have one of those like bungees to, well, I actually do have a packet of bungee cords, but you never want to let it hang by the never want to let it hang by the brake line, but got it propped up in there. Brakes are off. Now we're gonna clean up this hub, get the new brake rotor, spray off all the oil on it with brake cleaner, prep our new pad parts, put our new hardware in, and we're on the fast track to being done. Now what I like to do is since I already removed this bolt, just lift up the caliper, remove our pads, which were metal. This thing's been needing a brake change for a while, I can tell. Remove our old hardware. I'll probably shove on the new hardware before we mount up our new what am I saying? So now put the hardware on. and then I'm gonna mount the caliper back up, and then compress, and then pads. Close that. And now we're gonna mount it again. Now that we're mounted up, we can just lift this up, put our pads in, we'll grease the back of the pads where it makes contact with the caliper so everything is smooth moving. We're gonna compress the caliper with our compression tool that I bought online, and then we'll move on. Alright, we got everything all tightened up to the Ooga Dooga spec, because I don't torque nothing down, but new brakes and rotors on the passenger side, and I don't know, it probably took me about 20 minutes maybe. Now we have to transfer everything over to the other side. Alright, somehow my phone was recording for 24 minutes of nothing because I didn't move my camera to do the driver's side. So you just hear like a bunch of screaming and everything just still pointed at this wheel. But anyway, got the brakes done. Now we are going to go bed the brakes and get everything broken in. And then I'll wait for those O2 sensors so we can take care of this check engine light. And yeah. Alright, we reset our speedometer needle. It previously had fallen off, so we had to take out the this cover right here, and then obviously the clear cover that goes over the gauges. Pretty simple. It was just like 2 bolts, which were missing already, but just kind of kept playing with it until I got it pretty close. I think it's still like 3 miles an hour over the speed limit, but you know, as long as it's over and not, you know, under, then it's no big deal. I think I might clean this up before I put it back on there. It's a little dirty. But yeah, just slide that back on, and then we'll put on the plastic cover that goes over that. And that's all we have to do on the inside, besides give it a nice detail. Alright guys, we're back with the Toyota Camry. So we were going to replace the O2 sensor on the car because it came into the mail, and I threw one on that had the same connector. Let me just show you. So this is a brand new O2 sensor, but the old connector looked like this one. It has a big old, I guess, kind of bulb at the end of it, and that's what they had plugged in to this upstream sensor. So remove the heat cover so I can get to the O2 sensor. I replaced it with the same one, right? I put this in, and we still have an engine coder, but the cord is obviously very short, and it didn't fit right. So I was like, okay, maybe I bought the wrong sensors. But then I go look at the other cord it came with, and I see this cord's longer, and obviously the end of that one's different. Plug that one in, and now there's no engine light. So I'm thinking whoever was chasing this engine light put the sensors in, and they put them in the wrong spots. But either way, we got it fixed. No engine light. I thought I had the speedometer dialed in, however now it's at 20 miles an hour, which is kind of annoying. I don't know why it keeps on going up. I'm gonna have to watch a video on how to reset the speedometer dial, so that way I can get that set up and I can get everything back together in here, and then get the inside all detailed up, and then she'll be ready. What's up, guys? So when I was taking interior pictures for someone on Marketplace for the Camry, they asked for interior. Well, I noticed that the dash, like the bezel, was all fogged up, and what I think happened is whenever I removed it to fix the speedometer on the vehicle, I think that the fogger, the chemicals inside the fogger etched into the glass of the speedometer because it was really foggy, and I tried multiple cleaners and everything like that. I couldn't get it to work, but what I did to make it get a little bit clearer up, it was so much worse than this. I wish I took pictures or like a video of me doing it, but I was just kind of experimenting. It's still not perfect, you know, there's still little dots, but what I did is I basically took a headlight restorer that I used for the front left headlight, wet sand it with 2,000 grit sandpaper, and then 3,000 grit sandpaper, and then I don't have any polish, but I used white toothpaste, and I polished it with white toothpaste, the entire thing, and it came out pretty good. So just a little tip for you. I tried isopropyl alcohol first, got all the dirt off and stuff, but it was still all foggy. You couldn't see anything. If you see right here, I didn't really get it that good right here. That's kind of what it looked like throughout the entire thing. But just a little tip, if you know, you're get a bunch of the chemicals and stuff on this and then they seep into all the little scratches on your dash, try to use headlight restorer. Alrighty, driving down the road. Obviously it's doing very well. Last night we got rid of the engine light, which ended up just being a dirty mass airflow sensor. Pulled it out, cleaned it with our mass airflow sensor. I've probably driven it, or at least had it running probably about an hour now, and it hasn't popped back up. Speedometer needle was giving me a little bit of an issue with it not working and not wanting to stay at 0, but I think we got it locked in now. It's been moving up and down, so I can put that dash back in. Overall, running and driving great. Can't complain, cold AC. So happy we got it all figured out now. The only problem still has is the driver's seat not adjusting, but I'll be honest, I'm probably not gonna fix that because I think it's a stripped gear in the seat. So supposedly someone is on the way to come by the Corolla, so we'll see if they're actually gonna come or not. Got everything all pulled out of it. I think it's good to go. I might just give it one final vacuuming if I care enough. We'll see. But yeah, today might be the last day with the Camry. And of course, it's the day that I got rid of the check engine light, so it's good timing. Just like that, she's gone. Ended up selling for $2,400, which isn't bad. I said $600, probably about what, $150 for front brakes. I got a used catalytic converter on Amazon for $50. O2 sensor was about $50, and so all in all, came out pretty good on it. He's buying it for his daughter for her first car, and they seemed pretty happy with it. They've had Toyotas, so they know they're good cars. So on to the next.